Now what I want to do in this part of the video is talk about lashes, answer some questions that I found popular online with my personal experience having them done for about over 2.5 years, like consecutively. I think I have a pretty good idea of what is the truth and what is not the truth out there online. So let's get to it. What I love about lashes is two things. I love the convenience and I love the look of them. Convenience because I can literally get up in the morning, wash my face, and that's it. Like, I don't have to worry about my eyes ever. I used to be the kind that would buy these packs of lashes, strip lashes, and glue them onto my eyes like every single day. I kid you not. And if one is poking out or poking my eyeball, like that's it, like it's a done deal. I would have to redo them all over again, and it was just very frustrating. It was a frustrating process for me in the morning. So when I got them done, I cut out that whole process completely, and it's been amazing. Like, my lashes look bomb when I wake up. Like, I can have the bags under my eyes and I will still look amazing and feel amazing. That's like the best part about them. They also like help me with like my self-confidence. I know that it's kind of an artificial thing, but you know, you can do your lashes however it is that you want them to be. What I do is I've gone up to a D curl, which is probably the biggest you can get as far as I know. I'm not too sure, don't quote me, but I do get the D curl. Most people get C curls or J curls, but I get the D curl and I get the long ones, so they literally stick out like when I turn to the side. See, look, whoa. Whoa, so you can't miss these puppies. When I told my lash ladies, like, if you can't see them from a mile away, I don't want them. So that's what I have on. So I love the look, just, you know, like put together, and that's what I strive for every day. I want to look put together all the time. Now, you heard her talk about how your natural lashes thrive best when you take care of them and you don't use like additional products like mascara. I had asked her this question, and I find this to be true because I can see my lashes still. I can still see them. There are tons of lashes there. There are probably more lashes than I've ever had before I got lash extensions. And the reason for that is because when I used to use strip lashes, all that, like, I would literally glue it to like the base of my lash line as close as possible, as I can get it to look like as natural as possible. Like, I didn't want my strip lashes to look like strip lashes, so I literally stuck it as close as I could. And when I did that, when it came to removing them, oh my god, I would rip out so many lashes and it would hurt. It would literally hurt as I would be tugging on it, and there'd just be no way for me to like remove the lashes without ruining them. In that case, like if you have some lily lashes that cost you $40, like those are gonna go to the waste. Like, they're not gonna be reusable at that point. So that was always a downfall to using strip lashes for me. So I don't ever have to do that because my lashes don't need that. Like, I just wake up and there they are. Like, I don't have to remove and apply. And because of that, like, I'm not interrupting any of my lash growth. And honestly, I think the lashes are better. Yeah, they might be smaller because they're carrying these heavy lashes, but to be honest, like, I think that this is the best way for you to grow out your lashes. And I think there will be a point in time where I won't be necessarily doing this very often as I do now. I think I go about 3 times a month, maybe 2, if that. Yeah, I go pretty often. So the myth about like them ruining your lashes is completely false. Unless you're like rubbing your eyes constantly with them on, you're gonna ruin your lash line. Don't, you know, if you're that kind of person that wears contacts, because I had a friend who wore contacts and she loved to rub the heck out of her eyes, so they're probably not the best for you, and they probably won't last you as long. I can make mine last about 2 weeks before they start falling out. Plus, I sleep on one side the heaviest, so those tend to fall out the quickest. And that's just the way it is. Like, I can't control the way I sleep or turn and tumble, so that's the reason why sometimes one eye looks crazier than the other, or like more fuller than the other, because the other one has been slept on plenty of times and they just kind of rub off on the pillow. Trust me, when you start getting them done as often as I have, you will find them literally everywhere.
Literally
Literally everywhere. in the bathroom, in the carpet, in the pillows, in the blankets, in your t-shirts, in your underwear. Like, they just go bananas and they just fly everywhere. They're just, yeah, they're little stragglers. You'll find them places. They're not ever really gone. They taunt you. They're like, I fell and you can't do anything about it. How much do I pay for my lashes? I used to pay, well, let's rewind a little. For your first set, typically you'll pay between like 100 to 180 bucks, depending on what kind of set you would like to have. You know, like natural, like really natural, or super voluminous, or, you know, super dramatic. Super dramatic is always going to cost you the most, because that just means they're going to put tons of more lashes on, and it's going to take a much longer time to get those lashes on you, especially when you have no lashes. Like, you'll probably fall asleep. And don't worry, like, lash estheticians know this. Like, they know that people fall asleep. So if you catch yourself snoring and you wake up, like, she's not laughing at you. She knows, like, this is just too relaxing. Like, this is you time, this is me time. And sometimes I fall asleep. I snooze. I'm like, so yeah, don't be embarrassed to fall asleep at your appointment. It's totally normal. It's, you know, it happens. We're human. It's okay. So what about sweating? What about working out? What about taking a shower, washing your face? Water. What does water do to your lashes? Now, the recommendation for lashes when you first get them done is not to do any kind of like sauna, humidity, water activities for 2 days, 48 hours. Don't get them, like, don't drench them in water, because the chances of the glue bonding will be much less likely to stick for a longer period of time to your natural lash line. So you want to make sure that you're taking care of them those 2 first crucial days. Like, just relax, enjoy yourself, you know, go out, have fun, enjoy them. Just don't go and, you know, hit the sauna after, because you're literally gonna see them fall out of your face. And I've had that happen to me before, where I was just like in a hurry to get my lashes done, and I had to get a workout done, and I had to go to work. So my mistake. It was my mistake. They will fall out. They will fall out, and you won't be sad. It's the truth. Truth hurts. As far as working out, I don't think I've ever really had an issue with that. Except for maybe a couple times, and that's when I really sweat a ton. When I sweat a ton, lashes will fall out. Like, I will be dripping in sweat, and the sweat is salty, and, you know, it's gonna mess it up. Water is not your friend, but you also need it. So what do? Like, the conflict of interest. What do you do? This is what you do. First 2 days, don't do any water activity. Don't, like, wash your face as you would normally, just, you know, throw water in your face.
Stay away.
Stay completely away. If you want them to last as long as they should, stay away from water. Now, is that always realistic? No. I mean, for having them done 2 years, like, I can tell you from experience, they're not all gonna fall out of your face if you hit the sauna a couple hours later. If you go to the gym and you sweat, you know, and your sweat is all in your eyes and you see them falling out, like, you know, it's gonna happen. They're gonna fall if you do that. Like, you don't have to sacrifice your workout or, you know, the way that you work out for your lashes, but, you know, there are ways to, like, be careful about it. So once I start to sweat, I'll, like, grab a paper towel and I will just kind of, like, dab it, and I'll go under like this, and then I'll go like this, you know, just kind of clean it, air them out a little bit, and then go ahead and do my workout. Once I start to sweat too much again, I'll do the same thing. It's kind of tedious, but I mean, after a while, you just kind of start to get used to it, especially if, like, you want them to last as long as they should. So that's how I take care of my lashes. Do I brush them often? No. I don't typically brush them, and I don't typically wash them. Usually, like, after, like, the second day, I'll go ahead and I'll rinse them underwater, like under the shower, but I won't scrub them with soap or anything. I've had someone give me soap before, and it just kind of didn't. I mean, the soap is okay. Don't get me wrong. The soap is good. The soap is really good for when they're dirty with makeup, because I know I get concealer underneath them all the time. So I would use the soap and the brush, and I'd kind of, like, you know, rinse it out, and it would come out pretty quickly, so you didn't have to brush for too long. But I didn't notice that with that procedure I'd have, like, one lash fall every time that I did that. So I try not to. I try not to. I know they start to look dirty after a while, but I try not to. Another question. Can I use cosmetics with my eyelash extensions? Yes, you can. I have before. I've done eyeliner, I've done eyeshadow, and you know, it's all been okay. As long as you're very careful and you're delicate about how you treat your lashes. You don't want to go ham in your eyeball, absolutely not. But you can go ahead and, you know, just work around, you know, the lash. If you have them as long as me, it's much harder because the dust will fall on my lashes, so I have to like clean them afterwards and, you know, just be it's a very tedious process, but it's doable, totally doable. And then when you remove it, be very careful. Don't get any oil product based on your lash line because they'll like literally just slide off. So just be careful about taking off your makeup. It's not hard, you know, it doesn't take a scientist to remove makeup. So definitely doable. Can I use mascara with my eyelash extensions? I don't know why you would want to. You shouldn't need to. In my opinion, don't wear mascara with your lashes. Sometimes I will have like little ones just kind of stick out on the side, and those are just little stragglers, you know, like my little lashes can't hold on to them, so I kind of just push them out. I've had times where they've been really annoying and I've had to like actually pluck them out. Don't yank them. Don't do that. That's one thing I do not recommend. Don't yank them, please. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna ruin your lash line. You're gonna have less lashes next time you go for your refill, and you don't want that. Is the process painful? It is not painful whatsoever. Sometimes you will feel them go in and just kind of like, if one lash gets stuck to the bottom, they'll pull them apart, but they're very careful about it. They will never like, you know, yank your whole eyelash out. Well, I've never had anyone pluck my eyeball, thank God. Oh, although I have had glue inside my eyeball once, and that really burnt. Like, I was just tearing up on the side, but she knew. She apologized. Like, it's not a common thing. Not at all. How do I remove them? I've never removed them. I would probably go to someone, because if you remove them yourself, it's gonna hurt. So yeah, I think I answered a lot of questions, and she gave us some really good information earlier. So if you would like to go see Billie Jean, she is at Ultimate Bliss Day Spa in Katati. Go ahead and like hit her Instagram. I'll leave it down below so you guys can DM her if you are in the Sonoma County area. So that is it for this video. I hope you found it informative. If you have any more questions, go ahead and hit the comments and ask me away. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you love this video, subscribe to my channel. I love lashes. I highly recommend them. Do it, and I promise you, you will be as hooked as I have been. Other than that, I will see you guys next time. Bye!